Tragedies into triumphs. Mothers whose sons and daughters were murdered leaned on each other tonight and gathered strength from the stories of other families. News Channel 5's Michelle QUESADA is live now from Palm Beach shores, where dozens gathered for National Murder Victims Remembrance Day. Michelle?
Kelly, one woman who stood up here talked about how she could almost hear her own heart breaking when she was told her daughter was killed. Another woman talked about sitting through her 23-year-old daughter's murder trial, told she could not show any emotion to avoid a mistrial. Each story was unique in its own painful way. The common denominator, these families survived terrible loss.
To see that reef drop, that was just beautiful for me.
For the first time since her 22-year-old son was shot to death last month, there was a sense of peace inside Angela Lagonzi as she held the flowers representing the lives of so many murder victims. Beautiful, but short-lived.
It gives me that hope to know that at some time I will be right where they're at right now, because I'm very sure that where I'm at right now, they was there.
She placed a picture of her son, Tenard Robinson, on the table next to many young faces. Their stories would be shared by their surviving families.
It was beautiful. It was something that I never even knew existed.
The National Murder Victims Day of Remembrance is one state attorney Dave Ehrenberg says is necessary to remind these families that they're not alone.
It's really important to stand up for victims because they often get overlooked in the criminal justice process.
Linda DEMAYO sat through the murder trial of her 23-year-old daughter. Diana DEMAYO had just graduated college when she was beat to death in Detroit by a male friend who is now facing life in prison.
I actually have come to a place of forgiveness because it was eating me alive, and I can't live like that. So I've forgiven him.
The surviving families say they can never forget. Their only option is to fight.
You can walk on fire.
To let the fight for justice keep burning in their hearts.
That's a feeling for a mother that never goes away, never goes away. It's just never.
There have been no arrests in Lagonzi's son's case. She says her only hope now is to get closure and justice for her son. Reporting live from the town of Palm Beach shores, Michelle QUESADA, WPTV News Channel 5.